my gosh. Look at this place. Are you kidding?
It's so good. It's so good. I know, we're going to have to park in the back of the parking lot.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Why didn't you take me here on Friday? Because we were busy. Hey everyone, Janie here with Kate from Hello Gardening. So if you all didn't see Kate's video where she took us around the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival, watch it. I will link it down below. We are on the last day. I'm actually getting on a flight in a couple hours. But we couldn't leave without going.
I know, tiny girl trip.
Yeah.
Tiny girl trip. Yeah.
So this is Kate. We are at Swanson's Nursery in Seattle. This is West Seattle, Northwest?
Northwest Seattle. This is the nursery I grew up going to.
Yes.
I love this place. I bring my kids here. They had reindeer in the wintertime. I mean, it's like, and a train. It's like the best of the best.
And we just, I mean, you all saw. We just drove in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. So I was at the Proven Winner. I was with Proven Winners at the flower show. And they actually gave me some gifts to give them here. Yeah. So we're gonna go try and find the manager, hand them our Proven Winners gifts, and then we're gonna see what they got.
I know, treasures.
Yay.
Okay, my friends, so I'm taking you to my magical spot. This is actually someplace I come a lot when I need that extra little yummy bit for someone's container, or I just need a shot of my own inspiration. I'll sometimes come here when I'm shopping for my own garden, because on a commercial nursery, it's so big.
Yeah.
And here, you pull all your plants together so closely, and you get that great shot of inspiration. And I will go through here with an entire shopping cart. I will put things on my tray. I will mix and match.
I love
it. And it's just a beautiful joy. And all this annual color greets you just as soon as you arrive. It's stunning.
I want to see you in action. I mean, obviously we can't do it now, but I want to see you in action sometime, like making a container and go through.
And just see what I look for.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I always start with, so funny, I usually start with my seasonal color, like my little bright punchy spot.
Yeah.
Because it kind of sets the tone. And then sometimes as I go through, if I find some like extra special foliage, I'll like switch gears a little bit. Yeah. But I love to get like a sense of like, what is my eye attracted to?
Right.
So when we're talking like primroses, for me, I can tell you exactly what my eye is drawn to.
Okay, what is it? Oh my God, I love it.
Because here's the deal, you get such beautiful mixture. You know, it almost reminds me of a nasturtium. Yeah. There's a nasturtium called peach melba that I freak out over. So my eye is immediately drawn to this. The other one is these two here. So this little primrose, I think this is the sunset. Oh, it's apricot with rose. Okay.
I love it.
I
grew that one time.
Isn't it so pretty? It's subtle. It has, what it also has is a lot of variegation to the leaf, so I can mix it with a lot of different things.
Right.
And then I love a drama moment.
Yeah.
So this is the third thing I'm really drawn to, because I just like that I could pair this with a lot of fresh whites. Also, plum with the color of the year, peach, is like sensational. So I might put this with like a replete daffodil and it would be super sexy.
Beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is so exciting.
Okay, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, when you get a beautiful double peach like this, I immediately want to pair it with like a super deep plum, maybe some silver. Okay, seriously, let's just look at this. You stay there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start like throwing things together.
Oh my goodness.
You put some like frosty moments like this, you throw in some black mondo grass, and then you go from this like kind of like sweet happy to something that's just a little bit more rock and roll.
Right.
I like to get some black in, I like to edge up my arrangements, and then also I'll have some like pretty little color spots, but like texture is king. Texture is king in your pot. And you want strappy, you want fuzzy, you want glossy, you want ferny.
How many pots do you do? How many pots do you? Because it's like,
do you really want
you've done this before,
an embarrassing amount?
Obviously.
An embarrassing amount.
How many pots?
I do over 800 a year. Jesus. Over 800. And I've got great clients. I've got great clients, and I do a little bit of everybody. So I have, because I think that fills up my bucket. So I have like small homeowners. I have very large homeowners,
Right.
hotels, businesses, condos. Everyone needs flowers.
Right. And
so
so
I
this,
don't like to niche myself down. I want like flowers for the people, you
I
know?
love it. I love it so much. So tell me, so this beautiful pussy willow right here, you guys have this everywhere.
It's so good.
What-
It's so good.
What would you do with something like that? Let me show you.
Which one are you looking
Right
at?
here.
Oh, the sticks. Okay, so they just trim these. So this little bundle, this is fantastic. So what I would do is I would create a container arrangement, have like a beautiful centerpiece, like say a columnar boxwood,
Okay.
or maybe like a pittosporum, something with some beautiful height. And then this is like your finishing touch. This is your frilly bit on top. So I will actually, after my container is complete, I'm gonna go ahead and anchor my centerpiece with this. You can do a beautiful pussy willow. You can also do like Cornus midwinter fire, those bright like reddy orangey twigs.
I know what you're talking about.
And it immediately pops an arrangement. And so if I was gonna use this, do you see how like this silver ties in to the senecio here?
Yes.
I'm always looking for a buddy, right? So I want a little moment of the senecio, and then I'm gonna anchor in with a beautiful pussy willow that's just gonna give out these yummy textural catkins, and you're just off to the races.
That's so funny that you noticed.
Look at this.
That's so funny that you noticed that silver mimics that silver.
My
'Cause-
eye is always looking for a buddy.
Yeah.
My eye is always looking for a buddy.
Well,
because
what were you telling me the other day?
plants need friends. Plants need friends. They always need friends. And when you're doing a container, you think of it as like a little micro landscape.
Yeah.
And so if I have a tall element like this that's bringing my eye towards the top of the arrangement, and then I anchor it at the bottom with like a pretty little senecio, then my eye is traveling throughout the arrangement, and it's so much more interesting.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna make you stop and think. Yeah.
Okay, we've made it 20
2
feet
feet.
in.
We're
Let's go look at the
gonna
rest.
miss your flight. We're gonna miss your flight. Okay, so at my show last year, at the garden show, I ended up using a whole bunch of hellebores, and I really wanted the softly curated, vintagey ones, but they all face downward.
Yeah.
Well, I want people to come in and really enjoy a garden in a myriad of ways. So I had them in the garden facing downward, but then I clipped off a couple, and I had this beautiful basalt dish bird bath filled with water. And so I floated all of them in there, and it just became this magical moment. I was right at like eye level for little kids too, and so they could come, and it was so sweet.
And just, I mean, not even just for the kids, but for the adults.
I
How many times do you walk by hellebore and turn it over?
All the time.
Right?
This is how you do it.
I can't help myself.
And I really love the moody ones. Look at that petal.
It's so pretty.
It's stunning.
I
It's
love
absolutely
the
stunning.
multi
Me too.
ones.
Me too.
Look at this one.
Oh, okay. Can I share with you this one too? This one has a little edging. Okay, so this is like what I like to refer to as eyeliner. Do you see that? And it's like subtle. It's like sweet, yet just sassy. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, we were just in the shade house over there, and now we're kind of in between.
We are. So what's really fun, okay, I know this nursery like the back of my hand. So
Of course you
we are in ground cover land.
Okay.
And then for right now, they have all these beautiful hellebores on display because that's the time of year we're in.
Right.
But after they sell through a ton of these hellebores, this turns into grasses.
Oh my God.
Every grass you can imagine.
Oh my goodness. So
and
what's one of your favorite grasses?
Miscanthus morning light.
What?
Miscanthus morning light, hands down.
Done.
Done.
Thank
Done.
you.
Yeah.
Going in my garden.
It's so good. It's like stately and yummy, and it blows in the breeze. And then when it tassels, it has this beautiful dark tassel that just evokes this extra feeling of fall.
Done.
There you go.
Going in. Going in. Here's the ground covers over here. I wanted to show you all. They're really, really pretty.
And I feel like people always forget this moment.
I do.
And it's such a sweet little one. This is your jewelry. These are these little tiny bits that make everything so special.
Wow. Oh, is that a cafe?
It's totally a cafe.
Oh.
Okay, so when my boys were really little, and you know, when you've got little toddlers, you're always looking for something to do.
Yeah.
And so I would meet my girlfriends here. We would wander and look at plants, and I will show you what my children would look at.
Are you kidding?
I know, it's so fun.
Wait, are you kidding?
No, you can fully come here and have like a coffee and a breakfast. It's lovely. And this is like the perfect example behind me of what all these little kids do.
Oh, 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 oh.
It's like, and we always look for the biggest koi in the pond. There's a giant one
There
over
he
there.
is, right there,
He's a monster.
right there. This.
And then they come up and say hello.
Oh
Hi.
my gosh, are you kidding?
Hi, little friend. Is that soaked in their little mouths?
That is too funny.
I know. And so then what they did is this used to be the only koi pond, and then they expanded over here.
Okay, let me come. There is just, look at that. Have you had lunch yet?
I haven't.
I haven't either. Okay, so we're out of the cafe greenhouse slash houseplant greenhouse.
And now we're getting into like the big stuff.
Right.
The big stuff. And this isn't always people's like first destination stop.
Absolutely.
But it is so crucial. It is so crucial. I always say like when we're starting a garden, we need to think at least 70 to 80% structure before we let ourselves like go off the deep end. This is also really fun. So one thing I want to show you, because you're a visitor to our region, is a little bit of our native land.
Oh,
and it's super important that I always show people, you know, sometimes we forget how special our natives are.
Seriously, your natives here are so beautiful. The ferns that grow on the side of the hills by the ocean, by the sound, is incredible.
You know, and that I find is like the most magical thing about places like Christensen's too.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at this. Like when we come and we're looking and we literally have just, this is what our climate does. And for me, I just think it's so special. Not everyone gets to enjoy that.
We don't get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
That would be just
And we have
burnt up.
Some of my favorites is like I love an Arctostaphylos. This is Kinnikinnick, also called Vancouver Jade. And it just has these sweet little blooms. It's about ready to pop.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Fun. Oh my gosh. When are you gonna come visit me? Come visit me soon.
Yeah.
Come visit me soon.
Let's garden party.
I want to show you my natives.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Okay, also, this is one of my favorite trees of all time. This is where I show my nerdiness. It's a Western hemlock, and they always have these little bent tips on them, and they're just soft and gentle and delicate and airy, and I absolutely love them.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen one of these in person.
Oh, really?
An Arctic Fire, Proven Winners Arctic Fire Red. Yeah,
they're fabulous. This is one of these items that I love to put in gardens because we go dormant, and I really love showing off a brilliant use of color. People think, oh, color means flower. No, it means it's wintertime. Let's give you a killer bark story.
Can you, you were telling me, you were telling somebody, and maybe I was eavesdropping, about basically having like an Excel spreadsheet for what interest you have each month. Can you say that on camera?
So when I plan my gardens, I don't want my garden just to feel seasonal. I don't want it to feel like 4 seasons. I want you to practically be able to tell what month you are in by what is happening in your garden. And I talked about this all during my seminar on Wednesday, and it should be on my YouTube tonight.
I'll link it.
Yeah,
below.
Please do. It was super fun. It was like a packed house of garden nerds. And so what I will do is I create an Excel spreadsheet. It is January through December, and then I also have an additional column on the right for evergreen, because if I'm doing a very small garden, I like a lot of evergreens too. But I want to make sure, so this plant, I'm going to check off, we're talking like October, November, December, January, February. This is when I get like my big statement of these red twigs. And I like to put this in the background because as things in the front kind of die off, you're left with this beautiful, almost just like living fence of red behind it. And this is like a surefire winner. I actually used Midwinter Fire, which is a slight variant of this in my display garden.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just go through and you check off the months, and then you're just making sure you have enough checks per month?
Totally.
Oh,
totally.
My goodness.
And if I only have like one thing blooming in, say, like May, I'm like, it's time to go back to the board.
Oh my gosh, you're so smart.
Yeah,
I'm
and
totally
so-
gonna do that.
And so if I'm looking for a plant in May, what I will should do is I will drive to another neighborhood. Like I'll drive over to Queen Anne, has fabulous gardens. I'll drive to Queen Anne, I'll get out of my car, lock it up, and go take a walk. And I will see what catches my eye and what's happening. And the other thing I'll do is I'll just hop on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And I will literally search May Garden Tour Seattle
Oh.
and see what comes up.
Oh my God.
I know. It's like so, and I just love to see what inspires people and how they mix combinations because everyone's brain is really different. So like, let's celebrate it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so you get a lot of really good inspiration
And
by
you're
doing
not
that.
copying. You're getting
No.
inspiration.
You're getting inspired. And this is the other thing. Some combinations, they simply work.
Yes.
They simply work.
It's like a good song, like a good hit, like all Beatles songs.
Totally,
They work
totally.
because they just work. They're
They
good.
just work.
You can't
and the
deny
other
it.
thing is like you can even do like a cover of a Beatles song and it's still awesome and everyone sings along. And you're not trying to be the Beatles.
No.
You're just enjoying their song.
And it's just a good song.
This is where a lot of their seasonal stuff comes in.
Look at this, you guys. Don't you want your house just to look like this? Wouldn't that be amazing? And bulbs, and do you know how lucky you are, ma'am?
I am extremely lucky.
This is incredible.
So this is a super fun house.
Oh,
During the Christmas.
I'm planting these.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Have you ever planted? Wait, this variety or gladiolas in
No,
general?
literally this bag.
Oh, seriously?
This bag, the purple blend, I got a whole bunch of them. I got like 150 of them, and I'm succession planting them every 3 weeks.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Here's the deal. I don't think gladiolas should be an old lady flower.
I agree.
I
They're
totally
beautiful.
agree. And I love them in the back of the border because they add such like beautiful height and drama. And they've come up with so many beautiful, beautiful varieties.
I was deciding between this or that. Oh. Look at how beautiful.
I'm a peachy girl all day, every day. I actually grew one the last couple years called Espresso. And it is really dark and it looks like velvet. It's
my gosh.
awesome.
Hey.
It is awesome.
Do your chocolate garden. You gotta do it.
Right?
At least do a chocolate pot.
Well, so Brian also wants to do a full black and white garden. Oh my gosh. So he wants to do all black plants and it's just gonna be all, and I kind of was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to like mix it up with like a moon garden where things bloom white at night?
What if you did all black foliage and then all white flowers?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be incredible? Brian is Kate's partner, by the way.
I know,
So.
he is my partner and he encourages this habit of mine.
Okay, yeah. I need your approval.
Okay, yes.
These things over here.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Thank God.
All day, every day.
I bought panels. So I'm doing panels and then an arch and then a panel.
Yes.
And I'm gonna grow a vine up it and make it a living wall.
Okay. I love these. They are like ornamental, but I actually use these in my vegetable garden.
Oh my gosh.
So I will grow peas up this. I will grow beans. For me, an edible space also needs to be decorative.
Yes.
Because it just all needs to sing the same song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I'm obsessed with this rusty color.
Yeah,
that they
absolutely. Oh my gosh, so our hockey team is the Kraken. And Brian loves them. We love them too. And so I have a bunch of Japanese forest grass and I got these like Kraken tentacles and I planted them in amongst the grass. So it feels like there's like waves. And I love the contrast of like grass and rusted metal. And
love
here's
it.
the deal, it's like a garden is not just for me.
Right.
It's for my entire family. And when you have 3 boys, like you gotta give them little nuggets to get them excited.
You gotta give them
a little
something.
something. So we literally have Kraken tentacles in our garden.
Goodness. That is, so Kraken is like an octopus, right?
Yeah, a Kraken is like,
Like a massive.
do you like that description?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
massive
it's like
sea
massive tentacles, sea beasts.
I've seen everybody wear Kraken shirts and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, it's either a troll or like a sea creature.
So I had never been to a hockey game until maybe like a year and a half ago, and they're actually really fun. They're super fun, and there's a whole living wall in the Kraken Stadium. It's super cool. So this is like another little shade house with the big stuff.
Oh my God.
And so you're gonna see like, this Katsura Pieris is one of my favorite because I feel like they look like little berries.
They do
And they're
really well
delicate.
for us.
Oh, they do.
Do you have strawberry trees here? Do you know
We
strawberry?
did, arbutus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arbutus are great. Some people don't like them because they can make a hot mess.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But also they're beautiful.
They're so pretty.
So
like I will deal with the mess because it's so beautiful. It's worth it to me.
See, I think that's so good is like, I feel like rule number one of being a gardener is like, know thyself.
Know thyself.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if you're like a tidy neat freak, don't get an arbutus.
Don't get a strawberry tree.
You're going to regret that decision.
Yep.
But if you're like, nope, I'm going to prioritize the beauty of this tree over the hot mess it's going to make.
Yep. That's me.
Janie,
Yeah.
get the arbutus.
Don't you think Kate needs to walk around with like hashtags? Hashtag plant needs friends. Hashtag know thyself.
I know. I did make stickers of like myself this year to hand out at the show.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like, hashtag mini Kate. I just want to go with people. You know what I mean? Like, take me to the nursery with you.
Your Instagram, you need to start adding like hashtags like that.
Hashtag
I
Mini
will
Kate.
love it. I will use all of them, I promise.
Plants need friends. Plants need friends. Trees need shoes.
Trees need shoes. All right, everyone. I think that's going to be it. We're in Seattle, and it's about to start raining.
Yeah.
Kate's got to go back to the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival. It's always such a mouthful to say that.
It's for sure a mouthful,
I
yeah.
always have time.
Yeah.
So it's tear down day, right?
So we're open until 5,
Okay.
and then I like to take out my like staging items, my little bits before the bowls in the china shop arrive tomorrow, because that's how you get things broken.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, forklifts,
Oh my God, I can't.
trucks,
I can't.
tear down.
You must be exhausted because not
Yeah, I
only did
am.
you go through the whole thing, but you also did all the setup and all the
Yeah.
planning.
Yeah.
So I hope you're going to rest after this.
I am, but you know what? Honestly, like getting out just even for this nice little like walk around, it like rejuvenates my soul. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so great.
I know. And this is the other thing that I hope that people see this and understand is that like we gardeners, we love our garden people. This show is built all around
I
our
just
garden
met
friends.
Kate.
Yeah.
We just met.
She like walked out my garden. I was like, I know you.
Yep.
Come here.
We're best friends.
Yeah. But I think what's really, really important is that we all take a moment just to be together, just share our little lives together. And that really, I mean, that's been such a beautiful part of the show is it's been like an old home week, which is very cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I have a flight I have to catch. You have to go break down. Thank you all. I hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.
We'll see you later.